Where am I? Hello? Why am I not wait? Oh, there I am. Wow, it's scuffed already. Hello, people. Welcome in. How we doing? It's Saturday. I'm I'm in a little bit of a funk today because I am in the need of a new D&D character, and um, I don't have one. Why is this so off? Hold on. Nope. Ah. You have to live with a little bit of a scuff. That's alright. But yeah, I want to make a D&D character today, so that's what we're gonna do. So, I am going to go through the whole process because I basically don't have any idea. So I'm gonna like try and note down some things while I'm talking and going through like everything because I'm a little bit lost on what to do. So, geez, everything just closed on my iPad. That's great. So we might do some art. Actually, I think I wanna take the title and put it as just talking for now because we're not gonna do art yet. It will be a little bit before we do that. So first off, we gotta talk a little bit. So the campaign I'm going to join, I have been like just go nuts with everything. So that's, oh no, it deleted something from this. What the heck is happening today? Like all electronics is just bullying me. So first off, we were told to just go nuts basically. We can be anything from anywhere and it's fine. So my first thought was, well, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I have no idea what I want. So I feel like we can go browse through the classes that are available and then maybe like try and narrow it down. See if that helps anything. So let me see if this works then. It does. Amazing. So I have D&D Beyond open because that is my joy and pleasure. Ugh, Dragonlance is out. I need to buy that. So if we're just going through all the classes, there's not that many luckily. I just browse through them quickly before. So Barbarian, first off, nah. I don't feel like playing a martial build. I'm more like a caster type usually, and again, I don't have super much experience in being a player, so but I have read through pretty much all classes that are available, and Barbarian don't seem that appealing to me. Bard, I already play a Bard in a campaign, and it's super duper fun. And again, I know that there is different colleges, so you can do different things. I know the College of Swords sounds super cool, but I'm playing a College of Glamour, and that's super duper cool because it's based into like her character and like her religion and her heritage. So it's all tied together very nicely to like build her character. Cleric, maybe. I have read all of them and they do seem very cool. I definitely prefer them because they're so heavy tank and they're also magic, as well as they have some really cool spells. But they also, like, they have the prepared spells, and I have not tried that yet. So I might think that might be very cool. Because the worst thing about being a nun is like choosing spells that you end up not using, or you want to have something else, try something else. And clerics can do that, so I feel like that could be really fun and really cool to try. And I really like having a high AC, so I don't get hit that often. I don't know what that's like because I only played casters so far pretty much. Druid, I have a maybe build for a druid, an idea of like a swampy little thing that's just living in the swarms, just bonding and talking with animals. It was a very, very short build because it was my first idea for a one shot that I'm playing this New Year's that I scrapped because I got another idea. So I could be interested in this because I really like the everything they could do, and I also believe that they prepare spells. I do have to read up on the wild shape though, because it's a little bit, it's different for sure. So, but druid could be really, really fun. A fighter, maybe. I originally didn't want to play a like martial, like a barbarian, but out of the two, fighter seems the coolest because barbarian is mostly resisting, and like it's mostly in defense. The things that I like about it, and this is like purely like what's it called, not objective, subjective. So it's just my opinion and what I feel comfortable with playing with. Fighters have a lot more different.
Hi, Daddy.
Jesus Christ! Hi, Ricky. Oh wow, that's so loud. Hi, welcome in. How we doing? We're talking D&D. um, that jump scared me so bad. Oh my goodness. I think I'm a little bit sensitive today. Aha. Well, but fighters, they seem really, really cool. Doing great, just got some food. Let's go. That's so nice. And look at all those pretty badges you have next to your name. That's so nice. But I'm talking because I'm gonna make a D&D character for a campaign that I might join. So, and I am like very low on creative energy, so we're just going through what we think. And fighter seems pretty cool as well. Monks, I don't want to play a monk. They have like some very good like they can stun people and like effects that they can do in combat, but I don't feel like I want to try it out. It doesn't seem that appealing to me. Paladins, I love paladins so much, but I have played a paladin in a one shot, and I am gonna play a paladin again in another one shot this New Year's. La di da di da. So I feel like I don't want to explore that more. Hey Book, welcome in. Welcome into the nerdy ass talk. I'm still a little bit sick, so we gotta bear with that. Just going through races and classes, figuring out what we're gonna play around with today. Rangers, they're too confusing to me. Paladins are so cool. They are really cool, but I'm gonna play in a one shot, so I don't feel like I want to explore it more. And we are gonna play level 7, so I feel like that's gonna be like a good taste. Are we druid, so we can bear with that? Book out here with them dad jokes. Let's go. Nice. How you doing, Book? Hope you're doing well. Rogues, I have played a rogue for a little bit. I like their combat abilities. I do have a character laying, and I think if I can do a little so you can see all my shit that I have. I think I still have Raven up. Yeah, I still have him. So in theory, I could just like take Raven. But yeah. So technically, I still have that, but his backstory and everything is very vague, so I'll have to like deepen that out if I'm gonna play him. I'm tired, was at work on off day this one. Oh, that sucks. But I'm glad that you're here for some good chill vibes and some D&D nerdiness as we're trying to figure out what the heck to do. Because I have so little creative energy that I'm just like, Ranger isn't that complicated if you use attach as optional feature. Oh, that's cool. That's cool though. Because the player's handbook, it makes it seem very complicated. Again, the player's handbook is very outdated by now. and like a lot of things they have like redone in other of the books. So that might be, again, I know there's different subclasses and whatnot, but I just didn't really understand. But I might take a look at that in Tasha's with Tiefling Rogue. Yes, Tiefling Rogue is cool. So what I'm building for today is not for New Year's, because then I'm gonna play a paladin. And I'm gonna save race for later. But so that's really cool. But I might read up on that then. And I do know, because we haven't talked that much about what we're gonna play in that campaign. I only know that there might be a rogue, so I don't feel that too strongly. Sorcerer, yes, I love sorcerers so much. The original idea I have is a draconic bloodline sorcerer, but I'm not quite sure on that, because my initial idea is a person from my own homebrew world that then got there, because it's that we could basically do whatever the frick we want. So I could do that, but then I'm just like very doubtful on the race. What's happening here? Okay. Speaking of, the D&D group just okay, so that's just like more character building. I might bounce. I'm gonna play a Dragon Ranger in an hour. Ooh, I hope you have fun with that though. That sounds cool. Drake Warden Ranger. Oh, are you gonna play in Dragonlance? Oh, that's dope. But I love sorcerers. I also have another build. I have my Divine Sorcerer. I'm excited to play with Bob. Yes, I'm excited to meet Bob. Because I also have her, but she's a little bit dear to me because she's technically an OC. Like, I wanted to play her, but then she turned into Moon. So she became a character in another story that I have. So I'm a little touchy about her, but maybe. I mean, I already have character art and everything for her, so... Dragar, no, it's a ranger class and Beastmaster, but you get a dragon pet. Oh yeah! Oh, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Really, really fun. Ooh. That's cool though. So, so I'm very, very into the sorcerer idea. But I am able to be swayed. Warlocks, I don't think for this campaign. Because Warlocks, I've always been like, oh, they don't have spell slots, so that means spell slots, so I don't like it. But if I'm ever gonna play a Warlock, I really want the player and DM dynamic, like going back and forth, like having a conversation with the Patreon, so it's not just like in the background. I really want it to be roleplay, and I don't think it's gonna be like that because we're a lot of players and we don't know each other yet, so I don't think that's gonna happen, sadly. So not for this. And Wizard, I am already in waiting to play a Wizard. So I don't think I want to do that, because that's also a little bit DM player. So I don't think so for this. And Artificer, damn, that's so freaking cool. I've seen what Book has like made for their character, but I don't understand them yet. So I don't think I want to delve into that yet. One day maybe, but not today. A Blood Hunter, oh my god. They seem cool, but I don't feel like exploring them yet. So we are on a cleric maybe, druid big maybe, a fighter maybe, or a sorcerer. I have had a lot of fun with warlocks last time. Last one had a unicorn as pigeon. Oh, that's cool. That's really unique. I like that. That's ooh. That's fun. Because the only warlock I've had has been me as a DM, and the Patreon turned out to be not the BBEG, because I didn't double that far, but he was basically my homebrew version of like Satan. So that was fun. So I really liked that. That was really fun to give the player like dreams and visions, and them like being like, oh, don't you want to help, and like that whole thing. That was really fun. So I like that. Ooh, they only have a D8 as well as a hit die. Damn. So I'd really like to maybe be a druid. That could be fun, but I'm very hooked on the draconic sorcerer. Maybe tiefling, maybe human, maybe half elf, kinda, for being from like my homebrew world. But I could do something else, because I can tell you a little bit about the idea that I have. Because in my world, the royals of every country is chosen by the gods back when the world was started, and then that bloodline has just continued on forever, and that's the only people who are royals. So my idea is that I think I'm gonna play a girl. She is gonna be a like bastard child of the king, and then the mom was too scared to even keep the child, so just put them in an orphanage. Very traumatic, I know, but that's the creativity I have. And she will grow up to be figure out that she's a creature which in my homebrew world is haunted, especially in the country she's from. So when someone walks up to her and asks her, what do you want most? Then she'll just say, I want to get out of here, and that's how she ends up in the campaign. So that's like the most I have so far, which I am very hooked on, and I'm scared to like get locked on it, because I do have like some other things do seem very fun, but I'm a little scared to get hooked. The artificial was taking the most simple stuff, and I ended up with an AC of 27 with haste, and I needed from DM was full plate. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Artificers are crazy. I don't, and they even like the intashas. That's bonkers. That's amazing. I'm so excited to see what that's all about. Like shit. So that's like my idea for sorcerer, and then of course I have Jade, which have story. She has story to her. But I'm not quite sure. She's a divine sorcerer, so she can heal, where draconic sorcerers cannot. So that's that. I think druids can heal too, because I do feel like I want to play. It could be nice to play like a support, where it's a character that stays in the background of combats, and then when combat happens, I just assist with like, oh, you get not inspiration, but like you get haste, and you get enlarge, and like, you know, helping out with that. I know they're both concentration, but you get the gist of it, which was what I was trying to do with my bard, but it's not working very well. It's just more like human interactions. So I feel like sorcerer is like on my top. Then cleric and druid might be tied, and then fighter. I think that's the rank of my inspiration right now. But we can move on to classes. I also have some random generators that we can fuck around with a little bit to get inspiration for like who the character is. I think that could be fun. Races, and there's a lot. Like, this is like the official races, so we have a lot to go through. But I can skim over them real quick. Dragonborns, they're basically what my homebrew race is. So I don't think so, because if I'm gonna play that, then it's gonna be the Draconic Sorcerer, and it's a little bit complicated to explain without spoiling stuff that I don't feel comfortable telling yet of my stories. So I don't think I'm gonna play a Dragonborn. Dwarves, halflings, and gnomes are big for me. The only thing is like halflings have lucky, so if you roll a nat 1 on an attack roll, you can re-roll it. So that's the only thing about like halflings that I'm like, I could play a halfling. Because it's different from what I'm used to, and that might be fun, like trying something new instead of doing what you're comfortable with. And elves and half elves are always a yes. I love elves a lot. It might be like the perfectionist in me, but elves are just amazing. I love them very much. So if we're trying to like combine them with some of the classes, it could be fun to be like a halfling cleric or fighter. Oh, I'm gonna be Orym. And half elves are just like good at everything, just like as humans are. So I could definitely be convinced to also play human, because that's just smart. Elves are cool. I have made so many wood elves. Ugh, I love elves so much because they're just great. I love elves and aesthetics and everything is just like good stuff. Half orcs, like a half orc fighter or a half orc cleric, could be very, very cool. Because we love a good himbo or bimbo, like we love that. So that's definitely a maybe. And tieflings always, like, hello, we queer, we stand tieflings. So I also had an idea of maybe playing like a tiefling or a genasi, like Draconic sorcerer, because then you get like multiple elements to play with. For example, like tieflings are resistant to fire, and then I could be a, I don't know, water genasi and be immune to like poison. So it's like a good, like stronger build. Tieflings are queer babies, exactly. And you have like, and I'm also thinking a lot about like arts, like character art, because we do love to draw our D&D babies. So there's like a lot of opportunities with tieflings, which we love, we stand. So a Draconic Sorcerer tiefling could also work for the idea that I had. Otherwise, tieflings in general are just nice. So like a tiefling fighter, sure. A tiefling cleric could be very interesting. A tiefling druid? No, I don't think so. Not for the idea that I have. Leonin, I don't like the animal humans, and that's purely personal opinion. They're probably very cool, like 2 constitution and 1 strength, like, and they have like claws, and some of them have hooves and stuff. Satyrs are also as cool as well, but I don't. Nah. The other half of my tiefling baby, Rainer, is yes, we love some good D&D character art. So I don't really like the human animals. So that's just gonna be a direct no thanks, not for now. Also, do you like the Christmas music I found? I hope it's royalty free. It's like all from Streambeats. Oops, I need this open. So it should be royalty free. Ciders, they're not my taste, so nah. Aarakocra, it could be really, really cool to design an Aarakocra that was more humanoid. So I think with Tasha's like custom race, you could make it more humanoid. So like I'm only thinking like design wise here, but like a more humanoid face and then still with wings and feathers. So like the way people draw like Grian with his like parrot wings, that could be cool. Also because having wings is just dope as fuck. Because having a character that can fly, I don't like that there's fireworks in this song. So let's just skip that. Um, so being able to fly is dope. I could be convinced to play an Aarakocra. Oh, I have played an Aarakocra one. It was interesting to say the least. I could imagine. You have talents as well. So that's also like a weapon, I believe. Fly speed is great. Yeah. It makes it much more interesting as well because you have more ability, more accessibilities, because if you're on a grid, then you can just like go on the grid, but you can also eventually go up and out of range and then fly over and like drop thing. It opens a lot of opportunities, which is very cool. And I believe, I haven't read up on them, but I believe it's like it's not limited because it's a physical ability. It's not like ASMR. One of them can have wings, but it's only for 1 minute, which is dope in combat. But out of combat, a minute is not very long. Like, you won't be able to move a large distance of anywhere. You can maybe get like what's like 30 feet of flight for a minute, so that's 30 times 5, so that's like 160, 150 feet you'll be able to get on wings, which, yeah, it could get you over a river, but only you, and you can't carry because then it's half speed and but if it's like a Aarakocra, it's all the time. That's super dope. So could be fun. Genasies are like, I love Genasies because they have the element of their physical heritage. I am a sucker for that. I think air elements, they're really, really cool. Oh god, I love all the Genasies just equally. Once I fought a swarm of rats and they had to be in your space to hit, so I just flew up to the ceiling. Yes, that's genius. Because if you just fly like 10 feet above someone, let's say you are an Aarakocra caster, then you just fly like 10 or 15 feet above the enemy, and then you just like drop down your magic, your fireballs and whatnot. Oh my god, yes. It's gonna be fun for me to play D&D again and try and be quick at math, because my brain's so slow at math. That's okay. We will be patient with that. Like, I personally like really, really love math, so I just, if I'm awake, then it goes fast. Which I haven't drinking any of my energy drink yet, so I'm gonna take a sip. Are you staying hydrated out there, peeps? But I love Genasies, but I don't think, because again, you can customize the origin as you want. I do that with pretty much everything I ever play. Got me some frappe. Oh, good. Math nerd studied physics for 2 years. Cool. Fellow nerd. That's so cool, though. Yes, we love math. But I think Air Genasies might be the one that I have the least. It's very interesting that they're lightning resistance, though. And the whole thing, they don't need to, they can hold their breath, I believe, which is dope. Bugbears, no, I don't want to try that. Centaur could be so fun. I love the idea of playing a centaur. It could be so fun. And I'm like very digging into like these very unconventional, in quotes, like character builds. So a centaur could be so fun. Also because I have been a horse person, and I think I still am. I love horses. So this is just so fun. So many races I haven't seen before. There is so many. Like, look at this. You can't even see, but like the scrolling wheel is here, So we still need to go like all the way down here. But I feel like it could be really, really fun to play a centaur. I want to read up on them. And it could be anything, like a centaur fighter, a centaur cleric. I feel like those two. Could a centaur... a centaur draconic sorcerer. Ooh, like have the horse body have like dragon scales on them? Huh. I might be from not my homebrew world because that doesn't fit in, because then she would be how does how would that work? Centaur Dragonborn. Oh yes, that could be so dope. I don't want to think about how that, like, reproducingly would work. I don't want to think about that. But that's cool. I think Centaur just, like, jumped up on my list. Hold on, I'm gonna make a list too as well for races. I'm gonna put you here. Put you above this picture so I can see the text. Thank you. Centaur. That's cool. And then maybe a halfling. Tiefling. That's not how you spell tiefling. Tiefling. Oh, that just jumped up my list. Changelings. Personally, I'm playing a Eladrin right now, which have 4 forms. For design-wise, I am a little iffy. It's like the non-binary dream, though. But I'm not feeling it yet. It's the cool that they can just change however they look, like, every day. But I don't feel like I am well enough to describe what I'm going for and have the creativity to, like, be creative enough, so to say. So I don't, again, they don't have to change all the time and all of that, but I don't think I am creative enough. Hello. All for your stream on... hi, I hope you're not a bot. Please say something else if you're not a bot, because... it seems sus. Yep, I have a changeling, and the gender is no. Yes. That is a mood though. It's the very, very non-binary dream. Louis is staring at Melon, being a nice little cat. No, Louis, it's not for you, baby. It's not for you. Deep Gnomes and Durga. I just read up on them. They seem super cool. Like, they are gnomes and dwarves that, like, evolved in the Underdark. And they have piqued my interest. Like, magic resistance. So I feel like Deep Gnome might also be on my list. It is now. How do I make this smaller? Can I make this smaller, please? Thank you. Boop. Seafarer, yes. Earth Nazis again. I have my my Jade, so I feel like, again, there's different builds. You can do whatever the frick you want with anything, which is why it's so hard for me, because you can just take something and it can be anything. Like, you can take an Earth Genasi and it's just the most nimble, like, feminine, little nifty, nobody see person, but it could also be like this big boulder-is giant, massive hunk of a himbo. So, I'm having troubles, guys. Eladrin, I'm already playing an Eladrin. They're not what I thought they were. I mean, playing them is different than reading them. Reading them, I felt they were really, really cool, and it fits her. It fits her, definitely. but I don't want to play an Eladrin again. And again, she has 4 designs, and oh my fucking god, I spent so long on it. Fairy, I am gonna play a Fairy Paladin for a one-shot on New Year's. uh, as soon as I saw you could play a fairy, I was like, yes, I'm gonna play a fairy. Because you can just be so small and wings so I'm gonna play that for New Year's because that's just so funny. Furbolgs, I have a little bit tight with the canon lore of Furbolgs and Goliath because there's like, oh, they're like herd, and then if you're not in the herd, you got expelled for some reason. Absolutely love it. I know, right? So I'm gonna do Fairy Paladin. It's gonna be so fun. So that's the same. Fire Genasi, it could be a Fire Genasi. I like that. Fire Genasi. Because they're just dope as fuck. Love that. I don't like this race. I don't like this race either. I can't even read it, so... Goblin? It could be fun. It could be very fun to play a Goblin. What did they get? Goblinoid, Dark Vision, Fey Industry, Fury of the Small, Nimble Escape. Many goblins purchase their own destinies, escaping for the plots of both Archfey and gods. That's just the most chaotic thing in the entire world. And I think I'm in love with that. So, I have Goblin on my list now. The thing with Goliath, as well as Furbolgs, is they're giants and they're herd people and they have like clans and stuff. And you're really fucked if you're not in a clan. And again, you can twist it out of the Forgotten Realms lore and make your own out of it. But I don't have that much. The only thing I have is maybe a character that I made, like an NPC I made a long time ago, but she won't be very fun to play because she's basically mute. And I'm afraid that might be too big of a hindrance for my party. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a hindrance to the party's progress or anything. It could be okay in like a party where I'm comfortable with the other players and I know them very well. So like, I can express what she's talking about, like when she's not really talking. But that's all I have for that. Haragon, again, the human animal. Hobgoblins, I don't... Nah. I prefer being a goblin, being small. Kenku, I'm not a fan. Maybe because like all I have seen of Kenkus is very annoying players, which is very sad. Because it could be really fun to just make funny voices all the time, like different voices for every sentence they ever speak, and they can still like have a language and talk like we talk, but have different tones and voices because they mimic whatever they've heard. But I don't feel like that. Cobalt, it's the same vibe as a goblin. It could be very, very fun. One day I'd like to play a Kobold. Draconic Cry. Kobold Legacy. It could be really fun because it's just like a meme. I love kobolds. Yeah, they're amazing. Like the basic, like the standard Monsters Manual kobold. Oh, precious. But I don't think, not for this campaign. No. Lizard Folk. Nah. I'm not that big of a fan. Again, it's the whole also animal human. They have a really cool description of being like they don't feel emotions and stuff, but I feel like that could be hard. And again, you can't break the mold, but nah, not feeling it. Minotaur, We love some Minotaurs, and again, they also have like physical weapons almost. But they are a little bit also, again, this is a very, the art is very cow-like. Again, you could do pretty much anything with this as you want. As well as like with the Aarakocra, you could make them more humanoid or more cow-like, whatever you'd like to. I don't think. Not for this one. Orc, yes. I feel like I'd rather be a orc than a half-orc. Groomish Blessing have made orc tireless guardians and mighty allies whenever they are found, even when they turn their devotion to other gods. They get Adrenaline Rush, Dark Vision, Powerful Build, Relentless Endurance. Ooh. Or it could be cool. I'm gonna add it to my list. Orc. Cause I've always been like very about like half orc. It's like, yes, half orcs, good shit. But what about the full orc? We love some dark vision. We do. It is fun though to play a character that doesn't have dark vision. It's like, oh, everyone can see. It's like, nope, one can't. Like, we have our party where like, I'm the Eladrin, and then there is an Aasimar and a human. So it's like we just hold the human's hands and then we walk through the darkness. So she can see as well. Satyr, nah. I haven't really like, I don't feel any inspiration with that. Sea Elf, one day. One day, my sweet, sweet, amazing little bean. That's gonna be me and my human wizard. Yes, we're gonna hold your hands. I think fairies have dark vision. Nope. So I hope that Rain's character is gonna have dark vision. These Shadakai. Once the Shadakai were Fae like the rest of their elven kin. Now they exist in a state between life and death, thanks to being transformed by the Shadowell's grim energy. That is so cool. Shadar, and then a little kin. They seem really cool. I like those. Technically, even with dark vision, you're supposed to have disadvantage on seeing, but most groups just skip that part. Oh, really? I mean, it's also, there's different kinds of dark vision. There's the, you see it as grays, and then there is the, you see it as dim light, so it all depends on the situation, I'd say. But that is really fun now. What else we have? We just don't go out at night. Problem solved, we sleep at night. Shifter again. The whole non-binary energy. I just don't think I feel this. It could be fun to play Shifter one day though. No dark dungeons for us, no. Otherwise you just need a fuck ton of torches. Shadakai have a neat teleport that give you resistance to damage for a turn as well. Ooh! Yo, also they have like... Oh geez, someone's knocking on. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh. I have returned. Whoops. Let's go here so we can continue on. But that seems really cool. I am interested in that race. Blessing of the Raven Queen. Ooh. Fantasy, keen senses, necrotic resistance, trance. Dope. Thank you. So I could be very interested in that. Ooh. For class for that, I haven't read, what is that in the Mordecai presents. Oh, okay, I have that. I have the book, so I can read up on that. So that could be That could be a dope cleric. Maybe a cool... Oh, it could be a cool fighter. I need to write down like all the combinations that I'd like. And then workshop that. We can do that. Gosh, I sneeze so hard. Oh, bless you, child. Yeah, maybe one day I'd like to play Shifter. That could be fun, but not this one. Tabaxi, one day, just because it's a cat. But again, it's a human-animal thing. Turtle. It's dope that they have armor and they can hold breath. Damn, self-defense. But nah, they don't say anything to me. Trident, one day. One day I will be the sea creature of my dreams. One day. Could it be today? Control air and water, dark vision. Oh, dark vision. Embassy of the sea. I feel like a sea elf and a trident would be more fun if there were the chance that we were going to be in ocean or water at some point, which it could be. Like it's a like almost, I think it's a dungeon crawl, so that could be like a water level. But then the Water Genasi could also work, because I do have the idea of a Water Genasi druid. Oh, look at this guy, he's so fancy. So I have my Water Genasi. Genasi. So that could be dope. I would like to read up on this. It's also in Mordecai. It's like what? Wait, that's... Oh! So they revamped it into Mordecai's. Okay. I like to read like the differences between Trident and Sea Water Genasi to see what's bad. Damn, I can sneeze. Oh no! You're on some real sneezing juice. Damn. Yanti. Poison resistance. Ooh, they also have magic resistance. Supreme spellcasting. Nah. I'm not feeling it. And I don't understand the legacy one. If that's like Volo's Guide to Monsters. I don't understand the legacy parts. But that's all of these. And that's the different tieflings. Heyo, Christian! Welcome in! Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? This one, Rise for the Last War. Oh, I haven't heard about that one. Legacy is because they were updated in Monsters of the Union. Oh, so Legacy is like the old version? Okay. That makes sense. Kalasar. Kalasar is a compound people created from the union of humanity and spirits of the plane of dreams. Ooh! Yeah, Legacy to always. Okay, thank you. I was very confused about that. That makes sense though. Thank you, I'm good. Just got some Christmas shopping done. Let's go. +2 wisdom, +2. Dual mind, mental displays, link. I've never heard about this. Am I just uneducated? Oh, it's that one. My body wants to. Oh no, Ricky. Well, okay. Oh, okay. I don't think we have that one. They're very pretty. Huh. That could be some very interesting. Roughly what updated for them all is that lore is removed as requirement. And you either have 2 stat increases plus... Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, because the whole, like, in the player's handbook when everything is lore based is it's very limiting your character build because of homebrew, but also because of Mordecai, like the whole multiverse thing. So it kind of like limits it to, oh, your character is definitely from the Forgotten Realms. Um, so okay, that makes sense though, and it's also more balancing with the +3 instead of more. If you make it in your group, you should have access because I'm sure. Oh yeah, it's not for that though. This is for a different campaign that I'm joining. It's for a different campaign. We're having session 0 tonight, and I have like no idea of what. But I can definitely go take a look at it maybe. Warforge. Okay, I should have scrolled down. That I would have clicked. Astro Elves seem like a cool idea, but when you read up on them, they're kind of lame. They're just aesthetically cool. So that's a little bit of a shame. No, thank you. GIF, no, thank you. Hadoos? No. Plasmoid. I love these little guys. They're just little blobs. One day I'd like to just be a blob. Just for a little bit. I'd like to be like an NPC blob just for like a session or two. If my character is like away or something. Love that we finally be able to playable oozes. Yes. I think I'm done sneezing now. Cross over here. Let's hope. Let's hope. Stop sneezing, please. What are you thinking of doing, or what do you want to go to? I have a list because I have no idea yet. So I have a list of the things that I want to. I thinking either sorcerer, druid, cleric, or fighter. So like sorcerer definitely is like my main idea because I love sorcerers and I like to play one finally. And then druid, I have a build ready technically, but I'm not quite sure. I am like also the same length as like cleric. It could be really cool. And then fighter is like a, if I can find a cool build, I would be okay with doing a fighter. And creatures so far, we have a centaur, halfling, tiefling, deep gnome, fire genasi, goblin, orb, shalakai, and water genasi. We're speaking about draconic or divine sorcerer. I was speaking a little bit about both. What level are we starting? We're starting at 1, so we're speaking a little bit about both. The original idea I have is a I can't say it today. Draconic sorcerer, but I also have a divine soul build, which I have ready, but I'm a little iffy about using her for it because she is a character in my story. But it could make sense. I can make it make sense that why she's there. Otherwise, I would make a brand new character and have a draconic sorcerer, because divine soul you can heal and draconic can't. So I always feel like I'd like to be a healer. So that's why also cleric, because they can also heal, and so can druids. So, Loxodon, no, I don't like the animals. Simic human. Simic combine use magic to transfer the traits of animals into humans, elf, and water kind. Oh, interesting. Okay, so no chance for a source of fighter. No, not yet. It's gonna be a while. We were told like the first 3 levels are gonna be fast and then we're gonna slow down afterwards. So there is a chance that I could like take 2 levels in sorcerer and then get draconic and then be fighter for 1 level and go on. I have to like research more of good multiclassing because the only multiclass I've done has been sorcerer bard and that was so OP. Yeah. This is a water kind. Blue skin water kind strive for perfection above everything else. Ooh. Damn. Warden, nah. Ooh, this is scary. I did read up on these Kender from the... I don't have the book yet, but I did read up on them. They seem very basic and it's like not enough spice. If you multi-class fighter, it's most common to do 2 levels because action surge is good. True. But the thing I'm mostly looking for is the Draconic Sorcerer first. But it does make sense to have 2 levels of fighter to have the action surge. That's true, that's true. And I could go for that first, maybe, and then... That could make sense, yeah. Look, no. Evil companions, that's... Okay, so that's all of those. So I haven't gotten too much closer on what I eventually want to build. There's too many options. We could go ahead and do a ranking. I'm gonna do this for a little bit as I open my Google Docs so I don't show any secrets. No secrets for us, no. No secrets for you. Okay, so we have a... Is this too big for you? No, it's too small. Let's go bigger. Draconic Sorcerer. Tiefling. We can keep secrets, promise. I do have some things that are too secreted for you. Then we have a druid. Water Genasi. Cleric. And fighter. Then this is like the ranking, like this is like what I most likely would like, and then this is like I still want to, but it's like at the bottom of this list. So let's see what we can combine with my list that I have over here. You know what? I can put them in here so we can see it together. Centaur, Halfling, Tiefling, Deep, Gnome, Fire Genasi, Goblin. I should have just written it into a dog to begin with. Orc, Shada. That's not how you do. Shadar. In. See. Okay, then I can put my iPad away a little bit. Google Drive. Not liking the word Genasi. No, it is how it's spelled, right? Genasi, yeah. Genasi. Add to personal dictionary. Ta-da! Okay. Because I really like the idea of like a centaur. A fixed, yes. A fighter centaur could be. Oh, feed the dragon! Let's go. Thank you for feeding him some tacos. A cleric deep gnome. Could be cool. I think... Do I want to be a goblin cleric more than a deep gnome? Yeah. Cleric. Goblin. Maybe... Goblin fighter. Ooh, that's a good one. Taco Tuesday but a Saturday. Let's go. Goblin fighter. That could be fun. Don't wait. Goblin. So right now we're just making like a ranked list. That makes sense. Sounds fun. It does. laying on my bed with Luina. Yay! Cuddle with the baby. I feel like I'm really hooked on the where is it? Shadakin, like a cleric or a fighter. That could be cool. I think I'm gonna put that here. Cleric. That's not how you spell cleric. Shuriken fighter. I think that would be here. Orc. Shuriken works well with melee characters. Teleport into battle and take half damage. Oh, that makes sense. That could be cool. Yeah. Or gnome artificer. Oh yeah. I don't have elf and half elf and human. There's too many combinations, guys. Halfling fighter. Do I still feel that? No, I feel like I would rather be a goblin fighter than a halfling, maybe? The scroll fur. Goblin. Goblin, Dark Vision, Fey Industry, Fear of the Small, Nimble, Escape. Gotta go D&D. Hope you have fun making fun, dude. Thank you so much, and I hope you have fun with your game. And good luck. Halfling Rogue. I don't think I'm gonna play Rogue because I already have maybe a Rogue, and I'm not really into the idea of being a gnome. Or no, a rogue, sorry. Pff, wow. But halflings do have the luck feat. Or the luck, so like, but that's so rare, so that will have to be like a fighter. Because clerics also. Christian, no, I want to be a sorcerer, cleric, druid, or fighter. I'm not gonna play the other classes. This is like the set that I have chosen. So I feel like that would be like maybe here, the divine soul, sorcerer, earth, genasi, Goliath. I don't have Goliath on my list. Okay, so Centaur, I feel like that could be fun. Posture check, thanks. I was slouching a little bit. Thank you! Even a little neck crack as well. Centaur... Oh yeah, the Centaur Draconic Sorcerer could also be very fun. So that's actually gonna come all the way up here. Centaur. Because that sounds fun. A Centaur Cleric? No. A Centaur Fighter? Yeah, sure, okay. So there we have that. A Halfling. That would only be like Halfling Fighter. Honk. Honk to you too. Fighter. Halfling. Because as a Halfling, you can pass through other people if they're bigger sizes than you. So like you can just crawl between people's legs and then without losing movement, so that's really cool. I don't think goblins can do that. But goblins sounds more fun than a halfling. Tiefling. So that's a Draconic Sorcerer. I don't feel Tiefling Cleric, Tiefling Fighter, nah. Deep Gnome Cleric for sure. Goblins are so cool. They are. It's so fun. All our races are bigger than halflings. No. If we're just going through like real quick, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, Durgar, deep gnomes, fairies, goblins, Kengu kobolds, some Eladrin. So there's a bunch of different races that are there. Yeah, almost. There's a bunch of races that are small or tiny. So yeah, deep gnome. I only feel that for the cleric. Fire Genasi. Fire Genasi could be cool as a divine sorcerer as well. I think that will be here. Draconic Sorcerer Fire Genasi. Or Fighter. That could be cool too as well. Fighter, Fire Genasi. Ooh. I think it's actually gonna be like here. Fighter, Fire Genasi. Goblin. I feel like Goblin, Fighter. Because they don't have some magic. Kinda. I feel like I'd rather play a caster, but I'm not excluding fighter because fighters do seem cool. If I like, I feel like maybe no, maybe the fighter centaur could move up. Yeah, I think that could actually move up to like here. Because I really like that idea. As well as the centaur. Divine Draconic Sorcerer. Gerblin. I don't feel Draconic Sorcerer Goblin. Cleric Goblin I have here. I might switch these. Orc. I think it's gonna be here. Cleric, orc. Well, orc be good at fighting probably, but I do feel like that's the main. I felt like for the orc. Shadakin, that would be the fighter, and then also the cleric. Louis is taking my left hand. It is no longer yours, it is Louis. Dope. Third level fighter, you get to choose your martial type and you can choose Eldritch Knight. I know, that's why also it's an option. I have to read up on the martial types more because I did read through them, but just very briefly. I just didn't read through the martial types, the archetypes. I still feel like I'd rather be a cleric than a fighter in most cases, so that makes sense. War Genasi. I have the Druid War Genasi. Fighter Water Genasi? Nah. A Draconic Sorcerer Water Genasi. Nah. So that's that. Elf. These are basically just for the Draconic Sorcerer as well. And could be like anything. But this is a lot of options. Get the Eldritch Blast. Yeah. I mean, it's an option, it's just... It's not what I'm used to, and that's the thing of like... Do I go with what I know, or do I challenge myself? Also, is the music too loud for you guys? I feel like it's very loud for me. Let me know. Because we also have some... I have like a billion tabs open, as you can see, but I have some Pinterest arts that I have been looking at for Draconic Sorcerer. But that might not be very relevant anymore, as I have like all of these different damn. Why is making characters so hard? It's not too loud for me. Good. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. Challenge yourself. Yeah, I have thought of that. Hence why I chose to include cleric and fighters. Because clerics are also very melee. It's not just magic. But it might be more magic than, say, like paladins, because paladins don't have super much magic. I wish I had the player's handbook on me, but I don't. But we can do this. Spellcasting, Divine Domain, and then spellclass. Okay. So you don't get like 4th level until 7th level, and 5th level to 9, 6, 11. But they do have Divine Smite. They do? Yeah, Paladins do, yeah. But they have the Undead thing, which I feel like they should be able to be customized, so you can choose the thing you want, like what is opposite to your religion. Say like you're a cleric of, I don't know, a lich, then it doesn't make sense you can destroy your, like, your patron's underlings. But that, of course, it comes from the whole like, oh, dead things are evil, and there is an evil, and evil is just always just evil to be evil. So it's maybe I'm not that into clerics anyways. Line armor, shield, simple weapons, none. History, inside medicine, persuasion, religion. 5. Ooh. This might limit my clerics more. And up the fighters. Damn. Having to do some brain thinking here. So if we take a read at, say, fighters. Second wind, action surge. Where's the ability? Extra attack. Oh yeah, extra attack. Ooh. That's also good. Ability score. Okay. All armor and shield, simple wearable, martial. Choose skills from that. Cool. Action search. Yeah, the most rare I can't use. Okay. You take 4 times instead of 3 whenever you take the action. Okay. So this might, like, fighters might not be super great, like, beyond level 11. Anyways. So I feel like there might be a possibility of a fighter, the Draconic Sorcerer. That could work. So let's say like a Sorcerer is level 2, right? They get their no, it's already at first. Oh, I thought it was level 2. So it might be a good idea to just take 1 level of Draconic Sorcerer and then take Fighter for the rest. Perhaps. Because it's this that I'm interested in, like the dragon type, because that's so cool. And I am like in the bottom here, so like green, red, silver, white, because they have a cone of 15 where all of these have a line of 10 feet. So I'm in this.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Hydrate, yes. A fighter past level 11, you only get SI and little. Yeah. Drink some damn water, peeps. I actually also take some of my energy drink. I need it for later. Hello Annie, welcome. We're in the middle of trying to make a D&D character build. I hope you're doing great. So yeah, definitely it could be like, again, level 11, that's a while away. But then you could continue building on Sorcerer after level 11. It sounds bonkers. Because what else was it? Like, just level 5 when you get extra attack. Begin at 9th level, you reroll saving throw, you fail. If you do so, you must use new reroll. You can't use the feature on the long rest. So yeah, when you get ability score, you do get the martial type. I'm working on my character too, Star Wars. Ooh, that's cool. I have been so fortunate / unfortunate that our DM has just said, you just make whatever you want from anything. You can even make custom like races if you want to. So and we're starting at level 1, so I'm just thinking future as well with the levels. And I'm not good with like, you have endless possibilities. So we're trying to figure out what makes the most sense. Okay, so I do have like martial types. I wish I had the player's handbook on me, because then I could read about the. I could also just read here. I did play Arcane Archer for like two 2 sessions, but it wasn't super great. Like, it was the magic arrow of like you could choose something to like put on the arrows, but I'd rather like maneuvers your free maneuvers of your choice. And you have the superiority die. Then I'm thinking Cavalier is also, but I mean if I'm a centaur, then this might not make so much sense. And the whole like mounted combat, it's very complicated, so I have to like very work that out with my DM, and I'd like to like have as little complications with the build as possible, so not gonna do that. Champion. Oh yeah, the improved critical, because the thing about like playing a fighter that could be cool is that I usually play a caster, and casters is mostly like saving throws for whatever I'm trying to hit, so I don't get to roll for attacks that often. So it might be fun to like try and actually like hit stuff, you know, with an attack roll, because I don't do that much, and I think I'd like to try. Ooh. Additional fighting type. Cool. And then there's the Eldritch Knight at 3rd level. Gain every sense of power as planes rules. 2 cantrip for wizard spell list. I wish it was cleric or druids. First or higher. Display must spells are higher. You know, so so what is the okay, so it's just like a tiny bit of magic. But I have to go shopping with Andy. Have fun shopping and say hi to Andy from me. I hope you have a good time and you get what you want and need. And I hope to see you next week when we're back at playing some Minecraft, hopefully. Okay, so it's not super much magic, especially if I'm just like taking it to 11th. Then it's 3 2nd level, which it's enough probably. But even like just that 5th, that's 3 1st level stats to get cantrips though. 2 cantrips. Oh, I had a weapon bond. Cool. Don't want to be a gunslinger. Psy warrior. Vital weapon. Where's that from? Maybe Spelljammer? Very charge me. Psy warrior bond with personal abilities, solo laps without harbor the bandit. Huh. Purple Dragon Knight. Let's go. Fall from the Kingdom of Comber, placed to the Dorado Crown. They take fight against the evil beyond the kingdom borders. They are tasked with wandering the land as knights errant, relying on adjustment, bravery, and fittingly the code of chivalry to guide them in defeating evildoers. As a purple dragon knight inspires greatness in order to, by committing brave deeds in battle. The mere presence of a knight in a helmet is enough to cause them orcs and bears seek easier prey A Lore Knight is a skilled warrior, but a knight leading a band of allies can transform even the most poorly equipped militaria into fierce warband. I wish I had a player's handbook, but the one I had wasn't mine. Oh, it's nice to have. Like, I mostly use it when I have to like help new players in some ways, because I used it a lot when I was started out, and I know it so well, so I don't. And again, just use it when you need to reference stuff. It's very neat to have. And I prefer to lead with deeds, not words. But deeds, not words. As a knight, spearheads an attack, the knight anchors can awaken. Cool. So, knighthood. So I can be a knight. Bennett served a generic name for the archetype. Use it in other campaign settings or to model warlords other than purple dragon lords. When chooses archers 3rd level, can inspire allies to fight past their injuries. When you use your 2nd wind feature, you can choose up to 3 creatures 60 feet of you allied with you. Each one gains hit points equal to a fighter level, provided the creature can see or hear you. That's cool. Royal Envoy. A purple dragon knight serves as an blah blah blah. At 7th level, you get proficient in persuasion. If you aren't already proficient in it, you gain proficiency in one of the following of your choice. That's a 7th level, that's a high up. Your proficiency bonus is double for any ability check. Ooh. You receive this benefit regardless of the skill proficiency gained. Inspiring Surge. Starting total, you use your action surge feature. You can choose one creature in 60 feet of you that is allied with you. Oh, that's cool. So you can like help someone. Yeah, someone else can make an attack when you use action surge. Your ally you decide to use to reroll intelligence, wisdom, charisma saving for your so you can choose one ally. Oh. Rune Knight. Jeez. Where do these come from? Rune Knight's Embrace. What can they do? Smith Tools. Speak, read, and write giant. Ooh. Oh my god, it's like Sandal. Sandal and his dad. If you know Dragon Age, you know what I'm talking about. You use 2 runes of your choice among the runes described below. Oh. But that's cool. Additional feed of you. I'm just skimming through this because I don't want to make this into a reading stream. Fire rune, frost rune, stone rune, hill rune, storm rune. Giant's Might. Ooh. If you're smaller than large, you become large along with anything you're carrying. Are centaurs large? I don't think I can see. Oh, I can. Cool. Oh, they're medium. Cool. They are Fey. You count as one size larger when determining the carrying capacity. Oh. Isn't any cloud that requires hands and feet is which difficult for you to become, and you need to climb. Each foot of movement costs 4 extra feet. That makes sense. You start when you hit them. 1d6 plus your strength modifier. Cool. Your Fey connection to nature gives you the future connection to the natural world of animals within it. You therefore have proficiency is one of getting fits. Dope. But they're only a medium as well. And I'm a fae. So if something is targeting humanoids, they can't target me. Cool. Hold on, I'm gonna close some of these tabs, maybe. No, I don't want to lose progress. I don't want to lose that. That's the Draconic Sorcerer. That's the Cleric. Okay, that's where we are. So many tabs. I know. It's because I had the idea of the Draconic Sorcerer, so I had like pin ideas for all of that, but I haven't like let go of that idea yet, so I don't wanna close it really. And then color palettes, and then I have these random generators that can help us. Shit. Giant Smite here. Advantage on save. It lasts for 1 minute. Okay. I'm not a fan of those. Change your attacks with a weapon. Unarmed strike. It's an extra d6. That's not so much like in higher levels, so runic shields. Atlas. I don't think I like this one. Samurai. Bonus proficiency. Fighting spirits. Elegance. Ooh. Elizabeth shield help you. Okay. My beloved druids. Cause Druids of the Moon, I think. No, it was the Stars. That was a really cool one as well. And you get that at 2nd level. But that would be something completely else. Because this is mostly just because I already have a build and an idea for them. Let me read the clerics real quick. Because the turn on that, I want it to be customizable, but it's not. Because there's a different domains though. Arcana domain. Detect Maritime, Magic Missile, Magic Revolution, Aura. When you choose the domain at 1st level, get Raise the Arcana and 2 cantrips. Arcane Abjuration, send a whole symbol, and a creature will appear. Okay. Yikes. Spellbreaker. Restore hit points to an ally at 1st or higher. You also end 1 spell of your choice on that creature. So I really need to like decide whether I'd like to be support or a melee. Gotta go, but you got this. Thank you so much, and thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to stay hydrated. Damn. I really do have to do, I think, Death Domain. Okay. False Library, Sickness, Blindness, Vampiric Touch. That's such a cool spell. Gotta use that brain, yes. And it's very much offline right now. I don't know what's happening. Reaper. From any spell list. I think I like that. For the Deep Known. Death Domain. Don't mind me. Because otherwise there's the life domain, of course, that like heals more. Forge domain. Domain brains, bonus proficiency, blessing of the forge. Artisan's blessing. Don't think I want to do this one. Grave domain. This one is cool, but it's not really. Knowledge. I feel like that's too wizardy. But that's a life with the, which I also could. Like I feel like the goblin could be life domain. Domain. What else character we have? The orc. That could be dope as death as well. Then we have the Shadakin. That could be either or. I could be deaf and then have like a very gothic goth GF, you know? Life domain. That could be either or, really. And with this one, I think I'm gonna go with the swamp or stars, because the stars was also super duper cool. Stars. I feel like that's pretty. I think fighters, because I don't know about the fighters. I have to like read more up on them in my own time. But I think they might be like higher than the Gerblin. There is options for sure. Huh. Because, okay, if we're breaking him down, like, what I'm thinking, just, like, having this on the screen. The Draconic Sorcerer Tiefling, that's my main idea of, like, my homebrew character from a homebrew world. She's a bastard child of the king and then lived in an orphanage, and then I just need to get out of here because otherwise I'll be hunted for the rest of my life until they eventually get me. Draconic Sorcerer Centaur, that's just so funny, and I want to be a horse. I don't have a. I mean, it could be from anywhere. I can't place them in a world really. I had to make up something like very basic about that, because none of my homebrew worlds have centaurs in them. My big one, my latest one does, but they're kind of like a fictional race. So I don't know how the Draconic. I could be like they were blessed by a dragon or cursed by a dragon. That could be like a thing that would make sense. Then I have my Druid Swamp. That could be from anywhere really. They're just like a little bean, non-beanie bean that lives in a swamp. Have like talking with animals and like getting animals to help them like live their life. Cursed by a dragon sounds interesting. Yeah. Because in my world, like, dragons have a really big importance. So if you don't, like, honor the dragons, because the dragons, like, help keep the world alive. So if you don't help honor them, they could curse you, but also, like, if a dragon itself gets cursed and dies, you can, like, get really sick from it. So maybe, like, I could definitely make up some lore with that. A Shadakin could just be really cool from like the Shadowfell, and then either like embrace the whole like everyone is like scared of us, or like go against it and like try and help. Hey Yelle, welcome in. Welcome into the chaos of me trying to use my brain that I don't have to make a D&D character for the one shot that we have tonight. We're trying to put some character ideas to what I want, basically. A fighter centaur could just be like really freaking anywhere, and I don't have a subclass for that yet because I need to read up on it more. Again, it doesn't fit into any of my homebrew worlds, so I have to make up something for that. The goblin. Again, it's kind of the same as like this that came from somewhere else and like trying to break the form. I'm gonna lurk in the background noise working on my character as well. That's totally fair. Thank you so much for like it's very appreciated. And I wish you good luck. I hope we can come up with something cool. So that's like the life domain goblin idea. This could also come from my homebrew world, because there is goblins and they are very much a dying race, so it would make sense that they would like seek out the bigger forces to try and get abilities to remain living. It's a little harder to come up with something for this. Draconic Souls for Fighters. I feel like that's mostly just for the aesthetics. I feel like Cat is trying to log on to Steam or something. Hold on, let me just... I keep getting emails. No, there's no emails, okay. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's... I just have to check this. But that could... Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna send you the code that you need. I'll send it to you on Instagram. Because I kept getting mails on my computer screen. I was like, what is happening? So that's mostly for the aesthetics part, I feel like, but it could also kind of tie into my homebrew world. It's the same with the tiefling. The Fire Genasi might be like a little bit harder to explain on that. And then this is Jade, which is easier to explain than Fire Genasi. Easier for me to figure out because I already have it. Thank you, I've been trying for like I'm so sorry. Because this is just Jade. I already have everything for her, and I can easily make up lore for why she's there and everything. And this is just cool. I feel like this is gonna fall down a lot. Yeah, maybe I'm not doing Fire Genasi. Nah. So it just gets really harder and harder to try and explain stuff. Because all the fighters, that seems very self-explanatory. Being like, oh, they were somewhere and they needed to learn how to protect themselves or protect their loved ones or protect their land and make money, so they went into some kind of training. Oh, I didn't want to disturb. But now anyways, no, it's okay. No worries. I just got a little worried, like if someone was trying to hack my account, I needed to act on that like right now, so just making sure. We're trying to read up on wizards so I get a better understanding of it. Yes, wizards are cool. I like wizards. I like having like a big dictionary of spells and lots of spell slots to use said spells. So that's cool. And this like death Cleric is kind of the same as the Shadakin, but I like the Shadakin maybe more. Because I feel like I can backstory this more than orcs. It's just me, I have no idea how to do stuff like that. No, I was just worried because like we made the Steam yesterday, then I was like worried that someone else was trying to hack it or something like. I was like, wait. And then I saw it was your username. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So I feel like we're a little bit closer, but not super much. Can delete this. Because I'm not quite sure that this is my top anymore. Haha, top. I feel like I can move some things around. I'd rather have a, like, Cleric Shadakin. I really want to try Shadakin more than Wargenasi, I think. But this is the only druid that I have in here. But I might save this for another time. Jeez, why is there so many options? I'm really scared of committing to deleting stuff. But I think I'm gonna do. So if we delete... That could be cool too as well. Okay. Cleric domain goblin. I think I'm gonna remove fighter goblin. I think that's all I can commit to. Okay, I have these like random generators that I think could be fun, and I can like customize them here. So I can say cleric. Does it have Shadakin? No. So I can just say elf. Background. They could be anything. Generate. Oh yeah, I can just like generate the life, because this is the thing that I like. And this Tempest. No, I do have the domain though. Like I can also get like a physical description, which is really nice. What about the other one? Could I? This is more like ideals. Okay, so that's only really this one. So what if I take a fighter? No, it's not a centaur. Okay, that's not super duper updated. Okay, wasn't that fun of idea anyways. I thought it was better. Oh, sorry. That is the time that it's been 2 hours. And that I should start rounding off. So, but at least like we have a list of ideas now that I can start workshopping, and then definitely try and read up on some things and see what could be the best build, and then work from there. So we didn't get to do any like design work today because I did think that this was like at the Draconic Sorcerer Tiefling would be the thing, but then we found like so many other cool races and stuff. Already 2 hours, yeah. Yep. So I really have no idea still. Time went by so fast. It did. Because I really got hooked on like a centaur, because I really love fun builds where it's like it seems silly but then have like reasoning to why it is. And like this could make sense. I was like, oh, this like man-made creature got cursed by a dragon and therefore have like this draconic curse on them. But also like the fighter centaur, because that might be cool. But I might make it like fighter's sorcerer build. So like I just have a single level in Draconic Sorcerer and then I take mostly fighters. I might take that like here. Draconic Sorcerer 1. Oh no. You see nothing? I need to undo those like hotkeys. Fighter Centaur. That might be the build that I'll go with. Unless I should go with like a Shadakin Cleric. I think this is like my preferred. Cause Shadakin I could homebrew that as well. I really like to like put stuff into my worlds because I'm comfortable with that and I know the lore and everything about it. So I can remove like just a fighter because I do want the combo. And I do have like Jade here, which is like a backup or everything. I might move her up a little bit. Because I like to have a list, because I'm like one of those artistic is like, I don't even think it's artistic, I think it's like, I'd like to be prepared. So if plan A doesn't work, then I have plan B, and if plan B doesn't work, I have plan C, and if I don't work, then I have like all of these plans, so I don't like sit on the spot and can't make up decisions. So I think that's a good idea. I might reorganize this a little bit. I don't even think I want to do Druid for this campaign. Can my player stop? Yes. How rude. I might try and get a like second opinion on all of this. Shit, because I do like the water. That's very homophobic. It's just yeah, I know, like the playlist ended. What? And it's not on auto loop. What the heck? The fighter Shadakai could also be Shadakin. I just really need to decide whether I again want to be like a support or just like fighting. I might make more lists. I like lists. I like lists a lot. So we got closer. We didn't get fully, but we got closer. That's all that matters. Let's see who is live. I think we're gonna raid Hootie. Cause I don't know what Mina is doing. But Hootie is playing Sea of Thieves. So go watch some pirates. And stay with the raid to get more channel points. And I'll see you next week, where I promise I'll get back to playing some Minecraft. This was very chill. So I'll see how we feel about that next week. Goodbye. Stay hydrated and know that you are appreciated. Bye bye.